Gmail Part 5. How to add a Gmail signature and how to insert and read Gmail attachments. Will appear on all sent emails, and how to add or read attachments in emails. To set up a signature, you click the Settings gear wheel, then click Settings, then scroll down to the Signature heading right here. Fill in the information that you want to appear at the bottom of each email you send, and then make sure you check this box here, because you can turn the signature on and off. If you click here, messages you send will not have the signature. If you click here, they will have the signature. You can also change the rules about where it inserts it if you want, but I wouldn't bother with this. So I have it set up this way. It puts this at the bottom of every email I send. Once you make a change here, you must go down to the bottom and click Save Changes. I haven't made any changes, so I'll just cancel this screen. Attachments. Attachments are a great way to send files with emails, but you need to be careful using them. When opening attachments, you may get viruses or worms. It's a common source of those things. Don't open emails or attachments in emails from sources you don't trust, especially if you don't have a good security program. Good security programs scan attachments in both outgoing emails before you send them and scans incoming emails for viruses and such before opening them. Make sure you don't use a free security program. You get what you pay for. Let's look at how you open an attachment. I'll open a test email that I sent that has attachments in it. The way you open an attachment in an email, there's a couple of ways. You can click the symbol here, the icon at the bottom of your email where the attachments are listed. Just click the symbol. That'll open the attachment. Another way to do that is just click this View field. Either one of those will open your attachment. If you want to download an attachment and save it in your computer, remember attachments are files attached to emails. If you wanted to download this attachment and save it on your computer, you would click Download here. It gives you a chance to open it instead of downloading it. But let's say we really do want to download it, so you need to click Save File. Then you click OK. Then you will browse to where you want to save the attachment. And you'll select where you want to save that particular attachment. I've already got the attachment on my computer, so I'm not going to bother to save it. But basically, you browse to where you want to put it, and then you click Save, and that's where it puts the attachment. It downloads and saves the attachment there. Okay, that's for a single attachment. Click here to download this attachment, here to this one, and so forth. If you click here, it'll download all the attachments. Download all attachments. Click. Again, you're going to open them with something. No, I'm going to save them. Click. Now it's going to save them wherever I tell it to, but it looks like it's going to save them in a zip file, which means you will have to unzip them later to view them. If you've got a few attachments, I recommend you save each one separately. If you've got a lot of attachments, go ahead and save the zip file, but make sure you have a program that can unzip it. I'm not going to do this, of course, so I'll cancel. Now, remember again that if you're opening an attachment, you must have the software installed that can open that type file. This is a text file. These are all text files, but you could have pictures, you could have PDF files, you could have all kinds of files. You need to have the right software to be able to open certain types of files, or Word files, for instance. Okay. Now, here's how to attach a file to an email you're composing. I will close this test email that we were looking at, and we'll start composing an email. Now, you're going to type in, of course, who you're sending it to. I usually just type the T, let it search the address field, find my name, and say, okay, I'm going to send it to myself. And I usually say, this is a test attach. Okay. Now, how do you encode? Well, first of all, you may start typing your email, or you may just stick in the attachments now. It's your choice. If you've got files on your desktop, just move this over to expose the files and drag them into the composition area. So here's one. Just drag it into the composition area, left click and drag and release. It's added the attachment at the bottom. You can see it loading. So that's how you do. Just drag icons off your desktop right into your email. That attaches them just fine. Now, if it's not on your desktop, you have to find it. So what you have to do is you have to click this paperclip symbol that says attach files when you click it. So click that. It lets you browse for files that are stored elsewhere on your computer that you want to attach. And what you do is I'll just use this method to get a file on the desktop, but of course you can browse anywhere you want. And let's just pick a text file at random. Now the quick way is just double click it. The slow way is single click it and click open, or you can select several of them and then click open, and then it'll put all those as attachments. It'll attach all the files. So for instance, I did a click, I did a control click, I did a control click. Now if I click open, it will put all three of those as attachments onto the email I'm composing right now. I'm not really going to add any more attachments right now. And again, you can drag over a set of files to select them and then click open, and it will attach all those things to your email. But I'm not going to do it. So that's the way you put attachments on your email. Now, we need some comments here on attachments. Attachments on normal emails are fine. You typically attach one or more files to your email and you send it to one or more people. They each open and look at the attachments and discuss them in the replies, and that's fine. Attachments are deleted from the email replies, but that's not a problem since you sent them the attachments in the first place. The problem is on a blog. Attachments on blogs can cause a problem because the original recipients will see the attachments just fine, but when you're on a blog, people frequently reply to replies, but the replies they see don't contain the attachments. They can't read or comment on an attachment that they can't see. There's a way to get around that on a blog, and I think Gmail's added this feature fairly recently. Okay, let me close this one. Let me open an email and click reply. I'll just open one of my test emails and click reply, but keep in mind, I'll open a regular email, not a reply. Okay, this is a regular email that has attachments in it. Okay. Now, let's pretend this was from my blog. And when I hit reply, it's going to go back to the blog. But remember, it's going to go back to the blog without these attachments. So if I have a comment here on one of the attachments, the guy that's trying to reply to my reply can't see the attachments in the reply he's replying to. Remember, this is a second reply. But there's a way around it. And I think Gmail's added this recently. Click here to do the reply, to start the reply. Now pretend this is a blog reply. And so these emails will be lost unless, these attachments will be lost in the reply unless you go down opposite the trash can to the right, you click more, and you say, I want to include the original attachments. If you do that, your reply will have those attachments still in it. If you don't do that, and you send the reply, these attachments will be deleted from your reply. So remember, if you're working on a blog and you're replying to an email that has attachments, always check this. Otherwise, anyone that wants to reply to your reply won't be able to see the attachments you're talking about in your message. Now, there is another way around that, and that is to not attach anything to a blog email and just paste in the contents of each of the attachments. That's a lot more work. So if everybody on the blog is informed how to reply to emails with attachments by clicking Insert Original Attachments, then you won't have this problem. So that's the end of this tutorial, and thanks for watching.